in here. It's just crazy. My first guest became one of television's biggest stars last year with the success of the Emmy-nominated reality show The Apprentice, which just began its third season right here on NBC. Please welcome Mr. Donald Trump. Insanity here.
Very, very nice.
How are you? Very nice to have you here.
I love being on your show.
No, well, thank you. Very nice to have you here. You're a very wealthy man. Now, first of all, I have to congratulate you. You just got married. This is a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
To a wonderful woman. That's
yes, beautiful, beautiful.
She's a beauty.
Class act. And this is, I want to ask you something. There was rumors that I believed for a bit that the wedding was going to be televised on NBC, that there was a possibility that it was going to be televised.
Well, beyond NBC, other networks also wanted to televise it, and for a chance, I classed it out and I said no. She actually didn't want it. She didn't want to do it. The last wedding, as you know, televised, was Lady Di and Prince Charles.
Right, right.
And you know how that ended up,
right? Right, So it's probably not a good idea, but did you ever in your mind, you're a businessman, did you start to do the math in your head on the advertising, what you could make if you would televise the wedding? I
was actually surprised that Jeff Zucker didn't make me do it, okay, that he didn't come by. They could have done very well on that wedding.
And you could have done very well on that wedding.
Done very well.
So how frustrated were you when your fiance said, I don't want to do it?
Turning down millions of dollars to be televised was probably a stupid thing, because in the end, it doesn't matter. You either get along or you don't.
Right.
But no, we didn't do it.
And what about a bachelor party? There was no bachelor party. Why?
Well, I didn't want it because it's such a temptation. And, you know, it's like if you suffer from a horrible disease like alcoholism and you put a glass of scotch there. So I never want to be tempted.
Yeah, but you're going to sometimes bump into other women in the world just walking around.
I don't even want to look.
Okay. So you're just
like
going to...
You're a happily married guy. You don't.
I'm not dead, buddy. Just kidding.
That is true.
Everyone knows I'm asexual. Now, so much you have, it never ends with you. You've got the hit TV show, and of course the real estate business going big guns. Everywhere I go, and I get around, I see your name plastered on a large building or buildings going up everywhere.
Even a building right next to your former location.
Yeah, we talked about that once. You right. Pretty much, I had a nice view in my old apartment, and then Mr. Trump here built a building that was 2 inches from my window, and I had to move. I despise you. Now, but now you've come out with Donald Trump fragrance.
That's true.
Let's talk about this. How does one choose how do you choose what your fragrance, do you want it to smell the way you smell, or how does it work?
Well, what happened is Estee Lauder came out with this great fragrance, and they wanted to call it Donald Trump. For whatever reason, I don't know, but they wanted it Donald Trump. And it's become a big seller. But what happened, they came to me with a fragrance, and I came up with a line that people said you couldn't use. If you're a man and you wear this fragrance, you can have any woman or man, if that's your thing, you want. So you put it on,
right?
And any woman or man you can have will be yours. And you know what? It's selling. This fragrance is selling like crazy.
So it must be working. It means if you can.
I don't know if it's working or not, but it was a great advertisement.
Are you wearing it right now?
I am.
Do you mind if I smell it?
Come on, right over here. Come, darling. Come. Thank you, darling.
It is smell very nice.
It is good. It's great. Hey, it's the best company, Estee Lauder, and they really did a good job.
You're so smart. You just mentioned Estee Lauder like 3 times. You always keep the company happy, don't you?
Well, I keep people happy.
Right, right.
Other than 2 wives, but other than that, I keep.
What a wonderful toast at your wedding. You also have a line of men's suits that you've come out with.
That's right.
And come on, I know you
happen to be wearing one. I do.
This is an Estee Lauder suit?
They're at Macy's.
Oh, Macy's.
They're terrific suits. Macy's is a terrific operation.
This is a Donald Trump suit?
You can buy a suit for less than $500 that looks like a $5,000 suit. In fact, somebody came up to me I usually wear a very expensive suit, and they said, this is the nicest suit I've seen you wear. And believe me, look, you see the tag?
There is no tag.
No, this. Right over here. Donald J.
It's a nice suit. Do you mind if I feel it?
Yes, you may. I love the feel of his hand. Would you like it?
Now, what's the slogan with the suit? If you wear this suit, you can have any other suit you want, or?
Same slogan. Same slogan.
Okay. There's also, this is the part I find hard to believe, because you see it on The Apprentice all the time. There's Trump water.
Right.
Is this water mined from deep within you? I mean, how does this work?
It's actually called Trump Ice.
Trump Ice, yes, I'm sorry.
It's water from a fantastic spring in Pennsylvania, not Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Right.
And it's really great water. It's a spectacular spring. It's very pure. It's very good, and people really like the water. And you know, there is a difference, as you know. I think. Do you agree? There is a big difference in bottled water, and this is just. I
don't think there. I mean, I myself. I'm just being 100% honest. I don't really. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Well,
yes, I'm sorry.
You didn't have
He just gave me a look that was like, "Gold robots will beat you to death if you don't agree with me." You know what I like about you? And I'm not saying this just because you're here. You seize opportunity. You get a hit TV show, and the show isn't even on that long, and you're thinking fragrance, board game, books, suits, and you get all that out there. I've been on the air for 11, coming up on 12 years. Not one product. Now, there was a urinal cake we tried to sell. It had my face on it. It went nowhere. I've done nothing. I've done nothing. Do you think I've squandered an opportunity?
No, I think in a few years you're going to be really big time.
A few years? What about now? What are you talking about in a couple of years? I think in a couple of years, you're going to have something. What is this here?
I thought that was such a big announcement, and I want to congratulate you. That was an amazing announcement. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. For those of you who aren't aware, it was announced a couple of months ago that I'm straight. And I just want to get that straight. You were named one of People magazine's sexiest men alive.
Do you believe this one?
Did it? Did you now? Were you surprised by that? Did you see it coming? Did you?
Well, it's happened before, but you know, I'm getting a little bit older, and I'm sort of surprised at this stage of the game. Maybe that has to do with the great ratings of The Apprentice. I don't know, but at this stage of the game, you know, to be named as one of the sexiest is a very nice thing. A nice double-page spread, as the expression goes, and it was a great honor. He's saying, excuse me?
Yeah.
He's going,
not at all.
What?
Not me at all. Well, we have. There's also going to be. Before I go, I have to mention there's going to be a musical of The Apprentice.
Yeah, Mark Burnett and I are talking about doing Apprentice the musical.
Now, is that a bunch of guys dancing around? You're going to be fired. You're fired. I mean, you know, like.
No, we're thinking about doing The Apprentice the musical, and we'll see what happens. About 4 or 5 Broadway producers looking at it right now.
You seize opportunities.
I do. I mean, I think you have to.
Was there a product that you think I could get out and endorse that would?
Yeah. How about Trump? Think like a billionaire. The book.
Yeah, you want me to endorse your product?
Thank you.
Well, I'll do it because you can have me killed. Trump, Think Like a Billionaire is in stores now. This is the book.
That is true.
And The Apprentice airs Thursday nights at 9.
That is correct.
On NBC. Congratulations on everything. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Donald Trump, Mekhi Phifer coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.